What is up, YouTube? It's Easy Game here. I got a video for you guys right here that's going to show you guys how to craft the new 450 eye level, scaling up in PvP gear. You can put Precog on it. You can put any of the bonuses that currently exist. You can turn that piece into a 450 scaling PV-PEA level item. You can do it right now, this week, before the season comes out. So I'm going to walk you through it right here. It's going to be pretty quick. It's going to be one take here, so I'm just going to rush this information out to you guys. If I do forget anything, I'm going to go ahead and leave it in a pinned comment below, because usually when I do these types of videos, I always forget something. Hopefully I don't, but if I do, be sure to check the pinned comment just in case. So I'm going to start it off right here. You want to get a quest right here. You get a quest right when you log in. If you don't have it, you're going to have to do your campaign on at least one character until you get a quest to talk to this guy. You're going to say skip, and then it's going to take you to the Forbidden Reach, at which point you're done. You don't have to accept anymore. You might have to go farther in the campaign. I'm not sure, because when I did it on my main, I just did the campaign like normal, but I don't think you have to go farther than that. You basically have to do the campaign until you see these caves on the map right here. Zaralek Cavern. This is what you're looking for. So until these show up on your map, you haven't gone far enough in the campaign. So just do the campaign until these show up on your map, and that's where you're going to want to fly to after that. So we're going to go ahead and fly there right now real quick. So here we are at the entrance to the cavern. So all you got to do is fly in here like this, and you should see a quest right when you fly in here. Alright, so right when you get in here, you're going to go to this city right there. You can see it on the map right there. It's a quest called Power Unified. And again, I'm pretty sure you could see this without doing the campaign very far, but if you don't see this quest, that just means you have to do the campaign. So do the campaign until you get to a point where you see this quest. This is the only quest you need for the crafted gear. So we're going to go ahead and grab it right here. Power Unified. And it's going to be a little bit confusing because you're going to be like, well, how do I get these sparks? So I'm going to show you that right now. First we got to go back to Veldraken. Okay, now that we're back in Veldraken, I'm going to show you what quests you need to pick up. It's basically just the PvP weeklies. There's always 2 of them in here. You grab it from this NPC right here, Malicia, however you pronounce it. There's 2 of them. Make sure that you are not honor capped, because you can't get honor if you have full honor capped, and these quests require you to get honor in the respective PvP. So you can either do it in arenas or you can do it in Epic Battlegrounds this week. So we're going to go ahead, the fastest in my opinion, especially at this time of night where I can't really find arenas, is just do an Epic Battleground. 1 win should give you the enough 1500 so far. Every character that I've done the Epic Battleground, it's been 1 win. So you just get 1 quick win, then you get this box right here. It is called Malicia's Hoard. Get this box, crack it open. It gives you a spark of Shadowflame. So I'm going to show you what that looks like right after I finish this epic BG. Okay, so I've completed the quest. It actually took me 2 this time because we went so fast. Usually it only takes 1 if it's a long epic battleground, but we completed the quest. Turned in right here. Boom, boom. You get this item right here called Malicia's Hoard. Crack it open. Boom. We get the spark of Shadowflame, and I only have 1, and I know it says you need 2, but that's why you have the quest, right? It's the first time I've gotten this. I don't know what this is. We're gonna have to check that out afterwards. But now we go back to the cave, the new city. We turn this quest in. We get our spark. Turn it in the same place you picked it up. It's a lot of world PvP that goes on out here, so be careful when you come out here. Sometimes there's some people camping the NPC. I overshot it. Here it is right here. Turn it in. Boom. So this gives you 2 of the sparks, which you combine just like this. And there you go. We got our spark of Shadowflame, which is the first step to crafting your 450 eye level gear. Now we're going to hark back to Veldraken, which is where we complete the next part to craft our gear. There are other things you need besides the spark. The spark is just the first step. It's just like the old spark where you can't make a gear without it, and it's time gated. So after you get this first one from that quest, I believe you get another one from the first box you opened, whether it's from the Malicia's Hoard. There's also another one that's I think from rep. I think you need a certain amount of rep with the new faction right here. It says faction lock because I don't have the rep. You get a crate from some quests from that, like Niffin's Treasures. I believe that also gives you a fragment of the spark, but basically you get 1 per week after this. So every 2 weeks you get another spark to craft another piece of gear. So now the next part you need is this item right here, Artisan's Consortium Pillar. You see I haven't accepted the quest yet. You can get it from any of these boxes. I'm not sure how often they're going to be giving these out, but basically just get 5,000 honor or just play a BG, get one of these victorious boxes, crack it open, get one of these. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed. I've gotten it first try in every class so far. So either I'm getting really lucky or it's guaranteed. Crack it open, you get this quest, turn it in right here. Boom, you get these 2 right here. Now I know one of them says greater and one of them says Trophy of Conquest, and you would think, oh, well, the greater one's better. They're exactly the same. The only difference is that the greater one lets you put it on head, chest, leg, head, chest, leg, and this one is just different pieces: shoulder, hands, waist. That's the only, and feet. That's the only difference. There's no other difference besides those. Like I said, I don't know how many of these they're gonna give you. Maybe this is all we get, or maybe they give you more later in a week or 2. I'm not really sure how those are gonna be distributed. But basically that's what you need. Now we head on down to the work order guy, same as last patch. I have already purchased everything I need right here. Actually, I didn't purchase something, so I'm going to show you something. There's one thing I forgot. Like I told you I'd forget something. There's a lot of stuff you need here. So I'm going to show you what it is before I craft it here. So there's 3 things you need down here. This is where you would put the things you get for 2400 to craft like the neck or the ring, because you can't, obviously you can't use these trophies on the neck or the ring. So if you want to use the neck or the ring again, like people did last season, you're going to need to get 2400 plus to get it to 447 eye level, which is this right here, right? Enchanted Aspect Shadowflame crest, which we obviously don't have yet because the season has started. So you need the missive with the stats you want. This is the thing I forgot, so obviously I'm going to want haste verse on the Shadow Priest. I forgot to buy it, so I'm going to go buy it. But you also need, for precog, you need Statuette of Foreseen Power, which I've already bought. Like I said, there's a lot of different ones here, so you can add any of these to the piece of gear you want. I don't think it's everything. I think it's just certain ones. There's certain ones that you can't add here. Yeah, these are just all the ones you can add. And then you need to add your Trophy of Conquest. But let's go buy the missive, since I forgot. I believe it's called Aurora, so it shouldn't take too long. Told you guys I'd forget something. There's a lot of things you need. Draconic Missive of Aurora. I'm not sure what the quality here matters. Same thing with the figurine or the statuette. So I'll just go through of everything you need so you can see it all right here. Statuette is what you need for precog. Like, it doesn't matter which rank you buy here. It's only for PV-PEA eye level. It always scales up to 450, so you can just buy the cheapest one. Don't waste your gold on the 3-star. You buy that, and then you just buy the normal materials for whichever piece you're crafting it on, and you should be good to go. So now that we got the missive, you also don't need the missive if you're crafting it on a piece that has dedicated stats. The only reason I'm buying the missive is because with the boots it's random stats, so you can control it by buying the missive. And I also do recommend crafting it on boots for the precog, because for most classes you can't get haste verse on the boots, but this allows you to get haste verse boots with precog on it, which is insane. So now you can have haste verse on your boots, and it's a high eye level. So you can do a public order for this. As you can see, here's the item right here: haste verse, 450 eye level in PvP. It has precog on top of it. Very strong here. So we're gonna go ahead and set a commission at let's do 2500 gold, because I ain't rich, and hit him with a thank you and a heart. And there we go. We post it, and probably won't craft anytime soon. I'll probably have it when I wake up in the morning. Sometimes it goes instant, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on the time of the day. And I'm also going to talk about recrafting real quick, because you can recraft the gear that you already have. So those of you guys who haven't noticed yet, the 5% CC reduction has turned into this right here: successfully applying a loss of control effect on an enemy or interrupting an enemy or dispelling any target. Increases your primary stat by 5/10 for 10 seconds. It's actually pretty good. I'm not sure if it's the best one. I'm going to tinker around with a few other ones, but it is very good. So you can also recraft this. This is where you would use, I'm not sure where you get these artisan medals from. I had them on another character. I don't have them on this character. Not really sure where you get these from, but to recraft you would need these. But the problem with recrafting, at least for me, is that you have to do a personal order, so you have to know someone who can do it. This is if you want to recraft a piece you already have, which could be good. It saves you a little bit of materials if you have these artisan medals and you know somebody who can do it. All you need to do is put the trophy on it, and that's it. You don't need all the other stuff that I had earlier. You don't need the statuette, obviously, because it's not precog. So it is cheaper. You do still need a spark of Shadowflame though, so like I said, you can only do one piece per week. As a caster, I would recommend the precog. if your cast has to cast a lot. I'm actually not going to make it on my Devastation Evoker because I feel like Devastation Evokers don't really care about getting kicked too much, and you don't really juke with Disintegrate. So I'm just going to work with the other embellishments for now on my Devastation Evoker, but Shadow Priest, Mage, Warlock, you definitely want precog on all those. Healers, you want most healers you want precog. I think maybe all healers you want precog. Again, maybe Preservation Evoker is the exception there because you don't really care about getting kicked too much. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully this guide helped you guys out with crafting your 450 eye level crafted PvP pieces with precog. Like I said, there's a lot of other bonuses you can mess with, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit of those real quick before I forget. So one that I'm interested in is this cloth headpiece right here, Hood of Surging Time. Gives you a lot of haste. I'm not sure if this is nerfed in PvP or not. We're gonna have to figure it out and test it, but it does seem insanely strong, especially for RBGs, maybe even in arena. It does cap out at 5 stacks, so you need 5 different targets. For some arenas you probably won't have 5 different targets, but even with 3, it could be quite insane. But in RBGs, this definitely seems absolutely absurd if it's not nerfed. You know, the other types of armor have other different bonuses, right? You got this one, toxins course through you, stuff like that. There's all kinds of these random ones. Who knows what's good, really? Everyone's gonna have to test them all out. We'll figure it out eventually, but it is new, and obviously these weren't worth using when they were low eye level. So now that we can turn any of them into 450 scaling PvP items, who knows, maybe one of these will come out of the woodwork and be OP or strong. We're gonna just have to wait and see on these. But yeah, I think the cloth one is the one that is a little straightforward. This headpiece, I think this one might be good in RBGs. But like I said, it might be nerfed. Who knows? I haven't tested it out. But yeah, that pretty much covers it up. If you guys have any ideas or anything you want to know, ideas for future videos, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. As always, subscribe to the channel and go ahead and follow my Twitch if you can as well. Helps me out a ton. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.